This is V Night Shift. I'm Mrs. V, and very excited to have you here because we have the gorgeous Sue Smithers talking all things about her past and also the shifts that really make a difference in your life. She's Australia's first model and supermodel, and also spiritualist. She's also singer, actor, writer, poet. Very excited to be talking to you, so welcome.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me on your show. I love what you're doing. It's
well,
wonderful.
Thank you. Well, when I walked in tonight, I was so thrilled because the fireplace is to die for. So I said we have to do it in front of the fireplace. And it's got such a warm, beautiful ambience here. So thank you for inviting me into your home.
Thank you for coming. You're very welcome.
Well, the first part is we're going to be talking about the day. So how was your day today?
My day was fabulous. It was full of lots of conversations and things that are coming up and a lot of communication, and basically that was it. It was full on. And it was busy, busy, busy. And people go, oh, you're going like a million miles an hour. And I said, well, I have to talk to you, and then I've got a lot of other things to do. But it was great.
Great day. Because one thing which leads us into the next bit, which is about the Dear Mrs. V, was a question which I wanted to ask you, is from somebody. On the 8th, which is yesterday, we had a special day, like in the stars. What was that?
That was a lunar eclipse, and it's a very intense lunar eclipse, and we've got a solar eclipse coming up in 2 weeks. Right. Plus, everybody ought to know that on the 12th of August, for about 3 days, but the 12th is the most intense, there is the biggest meteorite shower in human history.
Wow.
Wow. So look up. It always happens about this time of year, so it's going to be pretty intense. There's a lot of intense energies coming. And on the 23rd, there's an astrological thing that hasn't happened in 7,000 years.
Wow.
So there's a lot of energies changing.
Big change, because I can feel it. Like, it was funny, I was saying it last night that I was out and there's just a different feeling in the air at the moment. So very interesting. And so, okay, so the 8th was a big day, a big turning point, and the 24th also, there was something coming as well. That might be the feng shui side, I'm not sure.
There's a solar eclipse towards the end of the month.
Or maybe it's that one.
But eclipses tend to be pretty life-changing. It's like on lunar eclipse, things change. Endings happen and then things go forward. So there's a lot of change in people's lives. Either fated, it's like, what happened? Or you choose like, okay, this is over, I'm going to do this. So it's an interesting period.
Well, hold on to your hat for that one. So we've got a big ride coming up in the next month. The next segment is all about the shift list. And I want to know, what was the most important shift in your life?
Well, there was so many. But I think I was telling you about the one that would be handy for everybody. I was in Japan and I had an ending of a very painful love affair, and I was feeling really bad about myself and life, and I read the most amazing book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, MD, and it completely changed my life. And it was about self-image psychology, and it has become a classic. I recommend it to everybody. I bought about 12 books, and really great.
Gosh, okay, that's on the list to do. Fantastic. And tell me, what is the best advice that anyone's ever given you?
I think the thing that really stands out in my mind, I was about 17 and, it was the end of the world, something terrible was going on. I said to my mother, what am I going to do? It was just terrible. And she said, and this too shall pass.
Oh,
and it was like,
that.
Wow, oh my gosh, she's right. It'll all be over in a week. What a concept. And, I've really used that. I think whenever you're going through something tough, you can always think to yourself, hey, in a year from now, this won't be going on.
It is.
Isn't that fabulous?
It is, yeah,
so
it
it's
is
a really
fabulous.
great piece of advice to remember.
Love that advice.
Yep.
And your best personal development tool to help you through challenges?
Well, I really like Tony Robbins. I mean, there's so many things. I also do, all sorts of different techniques. But I like him because he's a straight shooter, and it's the power of the psychology, the way your mind works. It's good to get a hang of it.
Because what's one of the main things that stuck out for you with him that he uses? Because I love Tony Robbins too, and I was thinking, because he's kept up with the times he's been going, but is there one specific thing has it been for him?
Gosh, that's a huge question.
Because he gets everybody moving so much. Like I notice he jumps around.
Well,
a
there
lot.
you go. That's one thing right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You just hit on something so important. It's the way you move your body creates emotions.
Yes.
So if you don't move, you won't feel anything. So when you move,
Yeah.
you really create emotion. And I've done seminars with him where everybody's moving for the whole time, and you finish the seminar. You go till 3 a.m. and you leave with so much more energy. So the big thing is move your body, move your body. Your body's meant to move.
Yeah, because I noticed everyone was jumping up and down. Then I realised why.
It makes you really up. You get depressed.
Yeah. That's true. It's true. Now, most favourite Australian product.
Oh, it's so hard. But I do love Lucas Pawpaw oil.
Lucas Pawpaw.
Ointment.
Now,
Yeah.
is it an ointment? Is it a thing? Is it the red one?
It's the red one.
Okay.
And
yes, it's been around
they're
for a long
fabulous,
time.
and they won't go big. They've been asked to expand.
Really?
But it's so good, and honestly, I recommend it to everybody. Pawpaw ointment, it's just the best night cream. If you put it all over your face and your neck, you wake up with skin like a baby's bum.
Ooh, okay.
And for your eyes and everything. So it's so good for all sorts of things, yeah.
How gorgeous. Okay, because I used to use it actually as a nappy rash for my son. And
Right.
it was fantastic.
That's it.
And then I get a little bit of
Perfect.
eczema, so I've used it on that.
So did I.
Thank you. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now tell me, what is your favourite nightcap?
Water.
What? Very good. I
my
agree.
favourite drink.
It is, and I don't drink enough of it. But I'm now But it's funny because I kind of admitted on one of the shows that I don't have herbal teas, and I don't know why I don't like them. Do you like herbal teas? Are you into herbal teas?
I'm not that much into herbal tea.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Because everyone thought I was a little bit weird, but I don't know. There's something about the aroma or something. I feel like I'm drinking
I
perfume.
like Japanese tea.
Oh,
occasionally.
Japanese
It has
tea.
to be real tea.
Right,
But see, that's
okay.
another Tony Robbins. You've got to drink so much water, and it's so important. You're often hungry, but you're
Yeah.
not. You're dehydrated. You're often tired. You're not. You're dehydrated. So if you drink water, everything works.
Okay, that's my little thing I'm going to be doing for me. Now, the next thing is we are going to be pulling an affirmation card, and they're my little cards, and I'd love you to shuffle. So the way the cards work is that whatever card you pull, it'll have an I am whatever, and then you need to find a reason for yourself in your mind why you're that. Because what I wanted to create were cards that had a neural connection so we can own the affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
So the last 2 nights we've had I am accepted. So I'll forget it again tonight. You pick one. And, oh no, it's different. Okay. Ooh. So what does that say? I am an inspiration. I'm an
Yay.
inspiration.
I'll go with that.
So,
I hope.
so now what is it? So the thing
Trying
is for
hard.
you, if we find a reason,
Just kidding.
if we find a reason why we're an inspiration. I mean, I could think of 1,000 for you. Like for everything that you've done. Because one thing I wanted to share with you is that I didn't realise, which you will find out with the podcast that we're doing, is how spiritual you are, and just you've done so many different things, and I love that. This is a whole side of Sue that people don't know. And you even had it quite early on when you were doing the big modelling work overseas, that you didn't do that part. You kind of really, you came back with thousands of books, which I found extraordinary at 18. My God, I didn't even know what they practically were. So you've had this amazing life, and I love that. So for you, being an inspiration is a natural thing. So you find it in yourself, and you too. So this card is for all of us to have a great day tomorrow, is to think about how we inspire others, and we are an inspiration. Because, for my thing, I'm an inspiration because I never give up. I'm very persistent, and I believe in myself. So that's my reason, but you'll have yours. So
I think you need to do things out of inspiration rather than because you have to. If you can find a reason to be inspired by something that you really want to achieve, it's a snap.
Yeah.
But if you think, I have to do this, it's like, oh. But if you think, find a way that it really inspires you, then you'll be doing it.
Well,
just
it
like
is.
that,
It's from it's a different energy. It's a heart energy.
Yeah.
So it's a whole from a different place.
Definitely.
So what we'd like to say is good night and love and sparkle. And thank you so much for letting us into your home and
very
sharing
welcome.
yourself tonight.
Bye,
and
everybody.
good night.
Love
Good
you all
night.
so much.
Good night.